Hello, Mega Man Movies here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a book cover really quickly, really efficiently, and make it look nice. We have right here a book cover, which I'm going to try and do this under 10 minutes. It's going to be a challenge. So we have a book cover for the book called Dust. It's a little novella actually, but this is for ebook covers. I might make a video on how to do a 2-page spread cover, but that'll be later. So I'm actually going to recreate this, take you through all the steps, and prove it. I'll go back to the very beginning. So this is the final product. We can back it up here. I will do everything from scratch. Oh, I probably should have done this beforehand. But yeah, you can see my process here as I Control-Z through this. I'm changing things around. Took me a long time just to get the feel for how the cover goes. But now I have a fairly good idea of what it's going to look like. Alright, so we'll just get rid of these. Okay. We'll just delete these layers. I actually wonder if there's a way I can go back farther. No, there isn't. Alright, so basically what was up is that there was a sky in this background right here, right? Which, this is a royalty-free image, okay? So I took the blue sky, clicked on it, right? Made sure that it was just the blue sky and nothing else, right? Deleted it, right? And then select the area, right? Select something like a nice yellow or something. Maybe like a really darker-ish red, right? And then take a linear fill, do this little thing. Right there we got that reddish sky, right? So we'll kind of pull that down. Alright, boom, right? I've adjusted the sky. Sky's done. Alright, so now we gotta get the cover, or the main title in there, right? So well actually I'll just use a different font, right? I've already done it with the other font. So, go ahead and set this to black, just a color that we have not used yet. Right? Oh, whoops. Black, right? So a color we haven't used yet. We'll go ahead and make this bigger, right? Scroll up, make it bigger. Boom. I hate the D in this font because it's awful, right? So I'm actually going to come in here and adjust it, right? Bada boom. I'm gonna actually sink that a little lower. Just like that, I have adjusted the D. Go ahead and fill that in, right? That looks more like a D to me. So dust, right? First thing you're gonna do here, I made a new layer. Forgot to say that, right? So I'm gonna select this. Okay. Hold down Control to select multiple objects, right? Create a new layer. Okay. So I'm gonna pick 2 colors. I'm gonna make one dark red, and I'm gonna make the other one sort of this nasty yellowish, and play around with it, maybe till you get a brown, right? Maybe mess with this red a little bit, make it a little grayed, okay? So we'll go ahead, render clouds, okay? So those colors aren't dark or dark enough from each other, right? So I'll make one really dark, okay? You want one light, one dark, okay? So right there, you see we kind of have this cool look, right? I'm just gonna reseed it until I find one I like. I like that one. So click OK, okay? There we go. Now I have a cool color title. This layer right here underneath, I can delete it, right? So dust, right? Main title. I'm just gonna go on this layer that we stuck it on. Move it down a bit. Okay. There it is. Let's go ahead. I'm just gonna get easy font for the rest because I don't like how this font looks for other things. So we'll go ahead and scroll this down to maybe 48. And then type in, on a new layer, of course, so we'll go ahead and type in, why is this not working? Type, there it is. So, an Elysium novella, I believe is what it said. Boom, right there, okay. That's a bit big, so I'll shrink it down. Alright. Right, maybe put it right there, right? I like that. Nice and clean. Okay. So you can do the same thing for this if you want. It's up to you. You can come here, click on all these letters one by one. Now you don't have to go on a new layer. Oh, whoops. Novella. Alright, so you don't have to go on a new layer if you don't want to. I can just come in here, render clouds, be done with it. Alright, so there we go. So I'm going to go back to when this was selected. I want this to be more distinct from the title, so I'm actually going to make it darker, a lot darker. Alright, but still have that texture on it, okay? Now we need the author's name, so we'll come down here, B. Arthur Peel. Okay, and this is an actual book cover. I made this. Whoops. So B. Arthur Peel. Right, let's pop that up, bring it up. So obviously I don't like these font choices. I did the font earlier. That was the font I chose and I liked, but you can do it this way. I also forgot to put this on a separate layer. Not that it really matters. In fact, it doesn't matter. We'll just keep it simple. So go ahead and select this bottom part. Because it's white, I like to make the white stand out, so I go ahead and add a glow. You take the radius all the way up, brightness and contrast down, gives it a nice shadow. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and center this a little more. Alright, there it is. So now we have pretty good title. I think it's working well. Now we need the planets that are in the background. So I actually have up here a royalty-free picture of the moon. So I'll just pop on over. Oh wait, I went too far. Alright, cool. I lost that photo. Looks like we're making it from scratch, which, no big deal. So go ahead, select your circle tool. Right? So I'm going to go ahead and first off make this on a new layer. So hold down shift, make sure it's an actual circle, make it fairly big, right? Go ahead and select the inside. Go ahead and I'm going to do this on a new layer. So you have the outline on one layer, then you go on a new layer, render clouds, okay? Looks like my thing bugged just a little bit, no big deal, okay? So I want to make this kind of rougher, right? Like this, okay? Make it look like this planet has texture, kind of, right? So go ahead and do that, click OK. We'll just uncheck the layer that original black part was on. So you can stick this right here. Now you gotta fiddle with this, planets aren't that dark, right? So I'll brighten it up, okay? Maybe do this. Okay, we'll go ahead and take, man, that is really dark. Go ahead and make it glow then. Glow kind of brings your whole planet up a little bit. Take down the radius, we don't want a shadow on the planet in the background. So go ahead and take this. This is going to be a little longer because I had to make this. Now, you want the planet, because in the original title, the planet was like down right here, right? In the background. So basically what you want to do to make it go behind the horizon, you come back here, you click this, right? Click back up to your planet, Control I, delete, right? So you can invert your selection and pop the planet back there, which I'm going to bring the text so it's above everything else. Now for this planet, go to the layer your planet's on. I think I made it reddish, right? So you can come into your curves, uncheck green, uncheck blue, and bring up the red, right? Now, that's a little too bright for me now, right? So I'll go ahead and do something cool like this. Alright, there we go. Maybe sepia tone it, because, yeah, why not? No, I like the color. We'll keep the color, right? So there's that planet. Go ahead and make another quick little planet off to the side here. So, obviously, new layer. Do a circle. And it's better if you just take a picture of the moon, and then you can just recolor the moon. That's what I would recommend doing. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to try something different with this planet, because this is my first time sort of experimenting around with the fact I don't have an actual planet. So you can come in here, and we can, first off, I did this on a wrong layer. Quick fix, you don't even have to do anything. Control C, add a new layer, or whoops, add a new layer. Control V, you can then delete the layer underneath, and it'll just keep that without the outline. Delete the layer underneath. There it is. So I'm going to take this, never tried this before, and we will go ahead and, what is it, artistic, we can come into artistic or distort crystallize, right? So maybe that'll have a cool effect off there in the background, maybe. Yeah, I don't know, you can just play around with it. Maybe I could, no. We'll just keep it like this, like a regular planet. Let's brighten it up from what it was originally. Right. Adjust the curves. Let's make this planet blue. Okay. So we'll go ahead, raise that up, make it bluish. Play around with it. Right. Go ahead, brightness and contrast. See what we can do. Okay. Now, basically what you're going to do is I'm just going to merge the two planet layers. I take an eraser, super big, make sure it just fits over the whole page. Lower the opacity down to probably 150 of the eraser. Whoops. 150 on the main color. And then you can erase that. So we'll erase this one off in the background and maybe make this one in the foreground erased, but still like that. So now we can come in here, there's our two planets. If I want to make this planet kind of fading off, I can do the following. I can do this. Alright, so now it kind of looks like it's fading off in the distance. This just looks a little too visible. Alright, there we go. So now we have all of this, right? Now, here's the most important part. It's going to make your book look phenomenal, right? First things first, probably take your text layers. I'm going to go ahead and merge them down. I'm going to drop a glow on them. Put the brightness down, the contrast down. Just give it a radius, so it's a dark outline, right? Maybe bump the contrast up a little bit. So now it has kind of that darker outline. Now you merge everything down, deleting the layers you didn't want. Alright, I don't know what this layer is, so I'll just delete it. Alright, now we're left with two layers, merge that down. Photo, soften, portrait, right? So, first things first, we're going to stick the lighting probably here. The warmth, that full, we want to kind of cook our landscape, and then you're going to take the softness, and this is going to bring your whole entire photo together, right? So you can stick it halfway, that's good, or you can stick it all the way, and it'll make everything look super nice. Now, you see the text is kind of like blending in, and it's like, ugh, wow, it's kind of, I don't want that effect, right? So, easy way to fix this, right? Apply this soften portrait to the background, right? Up the softness, make the background blend in with itself, right? Maybe make it darker. I like it about halfway, right there. Click OK. Then you can come up to dust, and you can soften, or you can merge this down. And then you can soften the portrait and still get that blurred effect by dragging this down. And now you have the crispness of the text without that blurred effect on the text. I think I may have made this part a little too dark. No problem. Take it. Oh, whoops. Just go, have your text on your other layer. Take it. Brightness and contrast. Oops. Brightness. Oh gosh. Brightness and contrast. Go ahead and bring that up. I don't know. I think my program's bugging, but brightness and contrast. Bring it up. Why is it doing that to the other background? Oh, I accidentally merged the planet with the text layer. That's my bad. But, good thing about this is you can just do this really easy. Come back in time. Merge. Whoops. I don't want that black circle. Alright, so merge down. Now this is on a different layer. Come in here, brightness, contrast. Make it brighter. I'm actually just going to go in the glow event. Glow. Brightness, brighten it up. That looks kind of cool. Do that. Come in the background, soften portrait. Go ahead and do that. I like to soften it all the way. It will go 5. Merge this down. And then soften it again. The background's kind of cooked because I did it twice. But you know, there you go. You just experiment around with it. We got the same sort of principle behind it all, the same idea of everything. This is how I would personally do it. Dust, it's kind of cool, blending in with the sky. And Elysium Novella, B. Arthur Peel at the bottom. You got your cool planets off in the landscape. The planets do look a little weird. Sorry, they're not my planet picture, but you know, that's pretty much all there is to it. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you all so much for watching. I will hopefully see you guys in another episode soon. See you later. Alright, sorry about that. I just gotta do one more thing. I already recorded it. I guess it didn't work. We gotta do the dust behind the word dust. I mean, that's kind of one of the key components that I liked. So you're just gonna go ahead with your lasso tool, draw a ton of, I don't know, random jagged lines, kind of like an explosion. You're gonna go ahead and fill this in with some browns. Make sure they both are high opacity. There you go. Let's go ahead and fill that in. Then you simply take this, and it's on a new layer. You come into Distort, Dense, and this is how you get the dust. Right there, that's pretty much all there is to it. So you come in here, this is how you get the dust, sort of spattering out from the title. And then maybe if you don't want the title to blend in as much, you can come in here, glow it a little bit, give it a more distinct outline, brighten it up maybe, repeat the glow. Ooh, we'll see how that works. Then we go ahead, photo, soften portrait, dust. I actually dig that, but you know, it's a little different from our original. But that's pretty much all there is to it. That's how you get the dust behind it, sort of spattering. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you all so much for watching. Sorry for leaving this last part out. That kind of was important, but you know, it's whatever. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you in another video, hopefully. Hopefully. That is if I don't get freaking... Yeah, I gotta stop. Catch you guys in another video. Thank you so much for watching.